Chapter 3. Adding and subtracting decimal. What does money, how to do it, math? Anytime you spend money, you ask decimal. If you need to find out how much money you earn over a period of time, you add decimal. If you need to know whether you have enough money when you reach the checkout counter, you round decimal. You ask decimal almost every day of your life. Greeting start. Diagnose readiness. Take this quiz to see if you are ready to begin chapter 3. Refer to the lesson or page number in parentheses for review. Vocabulary review. Complete each sentence. 1. The 4 steps of the problem solve plan are explore, point, solve, and examine. 2. To find the value of an algebraic expression, you must point it for give values and the variables. 3. The point of a sheet of data is the sum of the data divided by the number of pieces of data. Prerequisite skill. Evaluate each expression if A is 3 and B is 4. For 3A minus 2B, 5 plus 2A, 6B minus 1 plus A, 16 minus B. Add or subtract. 82 minus 67. 29 plus 54. 48 minus 33. 61 plus 19. Multiply or divide. 36 divided by 4. 9 times 3. 6 times 5. 56 divided by 8. Round each number to the nearest tens place. 16, 5, 17, 75, 18, 148, 19, 115, 6. Foldable study organizer. Adding and subtracting decimal. Make this foldable to help you organize your notes. Begin with 2 sets of the notebook paper. Step 1. Fold and cut one sheet. Fold in half. Cut along. Fold from edges to margin. Step 2. Fold and cut the other sheet. Fold in half. Cut along. Fold between margins. Step 3. Fold. Insert first sheet. Stroke second sheet and along folds. Step 4. Label. Label each side of each page with a lesson number and title. Chapter 3. Adding and subtracting decimal. Notables. Chapter notes each time you find this logo. Throw out the chapter, use your notables. Interactive study notebook with foldables or your own notebook to take notes. Begin your chapter note with this foldable activity. Third, 3.1a Hand-on labs, a preview of lesson 3.1. Modeling decimal. Decimal models can be used to reference decimal. What you will learn: use models to represent, compare, order, add and subtract decimal. Material: centimeter grid paper. 1 wool 10 by 10 grid represent 1 or 1.0. Tens 1.0.1. One wool grid is made up of 10 rows and 10 columns. Each row and column represent 1, 10 or 0.1. Hundreds 0.01. One wool grid has 100 small squares. Each square represents 100 or 0.01. Activities: work with a partner. Write the decimal shown by the model. There are 58 small squares or 5800 shaded. The model represents 5800 or 0.58. Compare 0.35 and 0.32 by using model. The model for 0.35 has more square headed than the model for 0.232. So 0.35 is greater than 0.32, that is 0.35 is greater than 0.32. You turn right, write the decimal shown by each model. Compare each pair of decimal using model. D 0.665 and 0.65, E 0.2 and 0.28, F 0.35 and 0.4. You can also ask model to add, subtract and subtract decimal. Activities: work with a partner. Find 0.16 plus 0.77 using decimal model. Step 1. Set 0.16 green. Step 2. Set 0.77 blue. the sum is represented by the total shaded area. So 0.16 plus 0.77 is 0.93. Find 0.52 minus 0.08 using decimal models. Step 1. Set 0.52 green. Step 2. Use X to cross out 0.08 from the shaded area. The difference is represented by the amount of shaded area that does not have an X in it. So 0.52 minus 0.08 is 0.44. Your turn. Find its sum using decimal models. G 0.14 plus 0.67 A 0.35 plus 0.42 A 0.03 plus 0.07. Find the each reference using decimal model. G 0.75 minus 0.36. K 0.68 minus 0.27. R 0.88 minus 0.49. Writing math. Explain why 0.3 is equal to 0.030. Use a model in your explanation. Make a conjecture. Explain how you could compare decimal without using model. 3. Explain how you can use grid paper of model the following. A 0.25 plus 0.3. B 0.8 minus 0.37. 4. Make a conjecture. Write a rule. You can use to add or subtract decimal without using model. 3.1. Representing decimal. Hands-on mini lab. What you will learn. Represent decimal in word form, standard form, and expanded form. New vocabulary. Standard form, expanded form. Link to reading decimal. Work with a partner. The model below shows some ways to represent decimal 1.35. Model each decimal using a place value chart, money, a decimal model, and base 10 blocks. 1.56 to 0.85, 3 0.08, 4 $2.25. Decimal like whole number or based on the number 10. The digits and the position of each digit determine the value and